Good evening. This is the Town of Plainfield Board of Selectmen meeting for January 22nd, 2024. I ask that you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
All right, Gaggy.
Kevin Cunningham. And we did get notification that Peg was not available to make it tonight. Item C, we have two items there to approve meeting minutes for amended Board of Selectmen meeting of January 8th.
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for January 8th, 24.
And I will second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next one is for the Board of Selectmen public hearing meeting for January 8th for charter revision.
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for the public hearing on January 8th, 2024.
I will second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Item D, public comment. Is anybody here from the public wishes to speak? If so, please, hopefully the microphone will work. If not, we'll
I can project. I'll speak back here. Matt Radant, Russo. I was curious if there was any update from the town attorney regarding the red line revisions and review on the town charter questions.
Unfortunately, no.
I did not see the item or any topic mentioned on the agenda for charter revisions, so I'm assuming no news is no news.
Correct.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wish to speak this time? Hearing none, we can go into item E of old business, of which there is none, and then move on into item F, new business. I would like to ask and request that the Board of Selectmen add item number 5 to discuss and act on adding a member to the Economic Development Commission as item 5.
Make a motion to add item 5.
I will second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Item number 1, to just consider and act on the tax refunds as requested by the tax collector totaling $246.22 from Toyota Lease Trust.
Make a motion to approve the tax refund in the amount of $246.22.
I will second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item 2, we were to discuss and review the town Plainfield ordinances is listed from the town charter as in section 5.3D, but we did have a request to hold off on discussion on that item until the next meeting, so we don't have any action here yet, but anything to discuss?
Yeah, I'm not well.
I know.
Because I went over it and I'm finding more things.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't we just discuss this at the next meeting? I'll keep it on for the agenda item for next meeting. Okay?
As long as we don't get piled up.
I know.
Because we got budget season.
Yep.
coming.
This is very true. So I broke up the next two. Item number 3, discuss and act on and accept the line item transfer request as presented. Number 3. In number 3 for new business, you will see there is a request. I was hoping that the chief would have been here tonight, but in any event, there are 2 requests as in that letter written from Chief Arriaga to talk about the evidence storage building and foundation. So they're asking for the Board of Selectmen to do 2 line item transfer requests from the Plainfield salary line item. The first request should be the amount of $28,219 to cover the foundation. To support the weight and height of the building, the foundation needs to be changed from a slab on grade to a frost wall foundation with engineered stamp design, and you have a little bit of that in your packet. The second line item transfer should be in the amount of $26,091 to cover the overage for the evidence building itself. The overage is in order to meet proper code from changing the roof insulation R8, R19 to wall insulation of R13 to banded roof R40 and banded wall R25, add downspout and gutters, and change the roof from a PVR screw to a ultra deck standing seam. So there's documentation on that as well. And if approved, the please transfer line item transfers to the evidence storage building line so that it all matches. He does say that I had a conversation with him last week, and he talked about how he does have enough money in his budget because they haven't hired enough staffing to cover what they need, and it's still difficult to find people. So he anticipates we'll definitely have enough money for those items. Just want to know what your pleasure is on that. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer.
No, I didn't have any questions.
Okay.
Do you want them separate?
No, all together.
You want them
Because they're coming from his one item. They are coming from the police salary line item of 10-610230. And if you just list out that coming from there to go to the two areas of support for $28,219 for the foundation and $26,091 for the change for the evidence building itself.
So I'll make a motion to, we got to move these to the Board of Selectmen, Board of Finance.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll make a motion to move the line item transfers in the total of $54,310. That's $28,219 for the foundation and $26,091 for the roof. Change items, change order. And
Okay. Motion has been made to accept the line item transfer requests as presented for the total of $54,310, and then to break down is $28,219 for the foundation and the $26,091 for the actual shed. You made the motion, I will second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
aye.
Aye. And the last one is discuss and act on line item transfer request, and there was some discussion about some areas that are current in our budget that we want to make sure we do line item transfers for. You'll notice that depending upon the year and what's going on, you may or may not have some legal notices that need to be paid for, so above and beyond what normally is requested. So in speaking with the finance director, she thought it would be appropriate to move that to $7,500 for an increase, therefore taking the legal notices through the health insurance. And then through planning and zoning, an addition for $20,700. And then the other ones are for, just to make sure we do cleanup here and do it now. There was tax review. The Board of Assessment Appeals had more meetings than expected, therefore they went a little over by $13. And she was taking it out of the assessor's supplies for $13. And then there was a higher than normal cost through the Department of Health. The invoice was higher than initially estimated. We've been having that issue with the Department of Health lately, but this is the final thing to make that coverage correct. And so that's why the request was for $863 to be paid to the Department of Health on that line item through the health insurance.
I'll make a motion to send the line item transfers in the amount of $29,081 to the Board of Finance.
Motion's been made by Art. I will second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Other things we're working on, obviously we're just to discuss it very. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Even wrote it right in front of me. Discuss and act on adding a member to the EDC. I just received today a letter and also a resume from a resident who's been here a little over a year, and I've asked that person to consider a year ago putting their name in for positions that are available throughout the town. She definitely would fit multiple, but I think her expertise area would be economic development, because in her resume it shows that what she's done for enrichment up in Biddeford, Maine. So as being a new resident, last March, we're looking for opportunities for this person to help and support different boards, and she asked to be on the Economic Development Commission. So I had a minute or two to read through the.
No.
Yep.
I make a motion to add Denise DeRocha to the Economic Development Commission.
I will second that.
Hey, how many did
We use a
vacancies, one more?
Yeah. And again, I have to go back to all the members because it's been difficult. We haven't been meeting with the conservation lately, haven't been meeting with the development, so I want to make sure I go back to those members, make sure they're still engaged and want to be part of it. So, but at least one more would be helpful. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And so the other things were items on the budget and items on the charter revisions. So we're waiting for the attorney to come back with those final red lines so we can share those and move forward, and we can go on with the dates we have set forward. Again, I'm leaning towards looking at November because I think I want to make sure that those things are voted on. The other thing is the budget. We're putting the budget together, working with each of the departments and what their budget should look like. And we'll be starting that process with the Board of Finance soon. I think that they're working with the Board of Education to get some of their numbers. I heard that their book is out for initial review. So I anticipate that between theirs and ours, it's not going to pass. So we have to make some modifications between now and the time it actually gets out to the public. Anything else for other? No. Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the time is 7:12.